2025 updated digital writ of Mandamus. Got some interesting, let's say, developments. I think Mr. Vic has his one-time shot to call the courthouse to stir some shit up. Believe that was also Anton's MO to, report Mr. Cox and then have plenty of excuses to do whatever damage that they want to do from there. We got it right now. We're live over at Nunya's.
And I am 100% sure, Aaron, that restraining order I take on you will stick. And you better think about this.
Okay, and that's when I hear stuff like that, that's to interrupt my First Amendment right to do the social media drama news. I told these people a long time ago, they made the news. So basically, with people also threatening to, let's see, we're going to go over here. Well, the same character, just basically, I think he's just trying to, well, shut me up. So he's trying to get clicks and views through shutting me up somehow. But through, I would have to say, more nefarious means of threatening to commit suicide like this.
Shit's funny, Buck. I'm gonna tell you what. If I ever felt like I was gonna commit suicide,
I wish you motherfucking would.
You would be the first motherfucker I would take out.
So basically, Nunya kind of talked over him there, but he said that basically my name, that he would, if he were to, or let's go back.
Shit's funny, Buck. I'm gonna tell you what. If I ever felt like I was gonna commit suicide,
I wish you motherfucking would.
You would be the first motherfucker I would.
So the thing is Mr. Vic, Rodney, Lamar, Bowman is already threatened to commit suicide prior, even up to a year ago, to multiple people. And unfortunately for him, this looks more like domestic terrorism. But I would say you get a one-time pop as a super fan to call the courthouse and harass them just to tell them lies. And we'll be going through that lies. He called the courthouse. We got that recording.
Take out.
Wow.
Before I would commit suicide.
You heard that? 111, y'all. 111.
I mean, I'm sorry.
So, got that. Let's go over to the phone call real quick.
We're going to cut that one short. We're going to cut that one short. We're going to go straight to the...
Mr. Rodney Lamar Bowman left out the part that when he wanted to part ways, instead of saying, hey, I want to part ways, he threatened to commit suicide on the phone. And we have the text messages leading up to that where he does, in a veiled threaten to commit suicide. And I got him locked into that. But that's what he did to walk away, apparently. And he's going to tell the sheriff's department here that Mr. Cox makes websites and I don't.
Video I've made today.
This is a video titled Arizona State Courthouse Get Ready Aaron. 4 hours ago, today's 12 March 225. And yeah, these are straight up lies. I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Hold on. Courthouse. We're going to get a restraining order out on Aaron Victor Cox today. And with this video, all you other victims out there, you will see how to take a restraining order out on an online bully.
Well, it's interesting that these victims are on a video production platform where they wanted to use their mouths and talk lies about people first. So when you respond, they become the victims so they can file restraining orders. And when there's perceived assets, it becomes fraud and extortion. And now we got blackmail and also a USC 18 USC 241 and possibly 242 if Department of Homeland Security is involved with this.
He's really worse than a bully. He's a threat to society. He's a threat to online internet.
No, Mr. Rodney Lamar Bowman, when he wants to wiggle out of something, he threatens to commit suicide.
And we're going.
Got that well documented.
We're going to put a stop to him. So hold on and listen.
I've stated before that I don't stop making videos until I get served. And my counterclaim is $1,000 an hour to compile all the evidence to be able to defend myself. By the way, before we get into this, the property is well marked with no trespassing signs, and all super fans can stay out on the easement in the streets. Just don't get crazy because we don't want body chalk outlines on the street.
I might have to make 2 or 3 phone calls, but we're going to get the right entity, a government entity.
This is DHS. Guys, this is your audit.
To the clerk of Superior Court in Yavapai County. Habla español, oprima, número 9. To reach Superior Court Financial Services, including online payments, please press 1. To reach Trusted Justice Court, including traffic and small claims, please press 2. To obtain Superior Court case records and marriage records, or if you have any questions regarding general case information, please press 3. For information about filing documents and filing fees, or questions regarding passports.
All he's doing is harassing people that work at the courts with a sob story that's partially, well, mostly bullshit.
Please press 4. If you have child support or spousal maintenance questions, please press 5. For questions regarding jury duty, please press 6. For all of the calls, please press 0.
Good afternoon, Clerk of Superior Court. How may I direct your call?
Yes, ma'am. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and somebody...
She says, how can she direct his call? And he goes right into his sob story to make a recording so then he can play his stupid-ass AI songs and have a show. He Mr. Big Guy.
Rimrock, Arizona has been making websites to be smearing me. And
okay, so that's false right there. And I'm too busy to do that. Definitely not my department. I'm an award-winning filmmaker, and I make videos, low grade, because I'm retired, on shitbags that like to harass people and threaten to commit suicide because they're butthurt about something.
Telling lies and stuff to upset me, to get me to go on YouTube to retaliate. And I'm getting
wow, that's a double twist, because he's actually building his channel, and I can guarantee you right now he's trying to use all this bullshit to monetize.
This, and I'm about to go out there to this man's house, and I do not want to do this, and I'm asking and pleading with the Arizona State Court and the Arizona government to please help me. Okay, the background, I know this person personally. I went out there last year to paint this man's car. I get back to Atlanta, and I decided I did not want to hang out with this online group that terrorizes people. I have information and people's confessions that this man has terrorized them 9-10 years ago. And I want this to stop.
Mr. Cox is not part of any group. I've always been independent, haven't really wanted to work with anyone. But when somebody's crying and screaming on the internet, oh, they're so stalked, and then I go to help them, and all of a sudden they're there to suck me into well, use my name to make their LARP shows so they can monetize and get hits and clicks.
Because this is going to get serious, and please, ma'am, please help me. If I have to come out there to Arizona State, to your courthouse,
right,
to get a restraining order, I will do so in hopes that this man will leave me alone. It's not only him, there's a group of people.
He actually enjoys what he's doing, and that's why he's having these shows, so he can promote his AI songs that he's making to, once again, in my opinion, and the way it looks, is to monetize. Needs the watch hours.
That is doing this online.
All right, let me.
Hoax Wars, Scotty, Skittles. Take note. Y'all think y'all can hide behind the YouTube? You can be found. I found that out also. So don't think for 1 minute you can't be found. Aaron is the first one. And there's going to be another one right behind him in the same side, the same group. We're not talking about anybody over here in this kicker group. So y'all listen up to me now. Listen up. It's very informative. I'm not hiding my intentions. I let it be known. So you can take it serious, Aaron. You don't take things serious. Now it's gotten serious. So listen up.
I haven't taken any court threats very serious because the psychology of it is somebody that's extremely butthurt because they couldn't shut me up. Their last resort is to try to gaslight, utilize. It's a vexatious litigant to threaten to use the courts to shut me up, but I haven't been served, and no one's asked to, look through my devices. And all of these victims that are out there, well, it started at 10 earlier, now it's at 20. Yeah, it changes by the minute how many. Just like back in 2016, Joseph Cobbs had to spread around that he had my 150-page information docs, they call it your compiled information, and a 20-page criminal history where that's untrue. These things are not founded. And Mr. Cobbs was also going to be part of a court case against Mr. Cox where they were going to come take my hot tub. Well, now it's my house and so forth.
Oh.
Get you downstairs and see if it's something the Justice Court would handle, and if they don't, have them send you back up, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're going to stop it right there, and I'm going to fast forward it. I don't want you to hear everything, Aaron. I'm letting them know.
Yeah, he doesn't want officers' names to be displayed, so I can actually call them and go, "You guys just got shammed."
Time to ask,
Well, how come you're not calling a court in Georgia?
well, I try to call the courts here in Georgia, and they, I say, February, or okay, we're talking about you, Tommy Fellows. Hurry up, get up here, listen. You're on the chopping block, Tommy.
Why is Vic trying to tie Tommy Fellows into an Arizona court when he doesn't even live in the state anymore? And especially a different county where he lived before. Interesting.
I'm chopping that chicken head off of yours.
Listen to how psychopath. We've got other videos of where he's just doing demonic voices. In the past, he's threatened to... when I tried to confront him, what his deal was, he left the stream on a live panel And before he said that, he said he was going to poke a voodoo doll on me or something like that. My name.
End of January, I did call 911. You remember calling me up, Tommy Fellows, to upset me?
Well, you are being investigated as a predator and a minor attracted person. So a pred catcher to want to talk to him, especially with his affiliation with JT Colfax, that was one time the main suspect of the John Benet Ramsey murder and also lit John Benet Ramsey's house on fire. That's Mr. Victorious Bastard's accomplice. And CSAM Predward, Leonard Stairs out of Texas. Yeah.
Don't think I can take a restraint.
Mr. Victorious Bastard has some interesting affiliation with people that have, lengthy criminal records. Myself, I don't. And interesting enough that I'm being investigated by this, clout chasing, channel building, or it could be DHS, and they're ready to be audited, and they're flipping out.
An order on you. Because I have that text.
Let's go back.
You remember calling me up, Tommy Fellows, to upset me? Don't think I can't take a restraining order on you. Because I have that text. I told you, stop harassing me. I got it. And you know what? The Colorado police, not police, but the courthouse, they said, yeah, with that alone proves you was harassing me. And when they come out here or something, I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. So this could actually be third-party harassment because Tommy Fellows has a lifetime restraining order against JT Colfax, which a judge awarded unknowingly to Tommy Fellows, a lifetime restraining order. And that's interesting because Mr. Rodney Lamar Bowman here is friends with JT Colfax, the main suspect at one time of the John Benet Ramsey murder, and also lit their house on fire. Amazing.
But also about that, Tommy, we're going to fast forward it a little bit. And back, that I did not have to go out there. I don't know who patched me over to who, but they said, just send us the proof you have and your picture ID, driver's license.
Okay. Well, I could definitely tell you that was, if you call the court here in Arizona, there's many hundreds of courts in Arizona, so that's not something that.
Your courthouse is right around the corner, Aaron.
See, he doesn't really know much and do very deep research that county seat is like an hour and a half away.
It's courthouse now. We're going to listen to
one more time.
Your courthouse is right around the corner, Aaron. I know which courthouse now. We're going to listen to a little while ago, and I got, patched over to another young man from the court systems, and they couldn't help me, and they patched me back over to you. I'm trying to get an order of protection, and I live in Atlanta, and they live in Rimrock, Arizona. And if these people don't stop harassing me, I'm going to go out there to Arizona, and I'm going to try to get a restraining order in person there in Arizona. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to the man.
Okay, the justice court said you had to go through Superior Court.
I don't know. I called probably last month, and
Rodney Lamar Bowman's name has already been turned into the county as a vexatious litigant, and if they want to interrupt my First Amendment right as a journalist and videographer, they take part of the responsibility on that too. And just to let you know, I do have already made contact with one of the best civil rights law firms in the country out of Phoenix, Arizona.
They told me all I need to do is get my evidence, send it to them.
Also, part of the writ of Mandamus directs that the my county doesn't have the ability to do a in-depth investigation because of cyber crimes. So the investigation has to be turned over to the state Supreme Court to be able to, well, do a more in-depth investigation before you start serving restraining orders on bullshit claims, especially that I'm making websites when I don't. Oh, yeah, by the way, whoever you are from Rodney Lamar Bowman's side and saying that my ex-wife is a fatty and you have her information, actually, the woman that you doxed is not my ex-wife. Okay, just saying. I was waiting to tell you that in a writ of mandamus. So you guys are the blowhards that are actually trying to, you know, fuck with people. And you say you like to be villains. Okay, these guys right here. It's probably Dorkbot, Warbot. He likes to be a villain and dox people's families.
Email. They gave me the email and the government email. And then they said also that I need to give a picture of my ID, my driver's license, front and back. And they will help me. I don't have to come out there, because if I come out there and I can't get it, I'm going to be fired up. I will go to the man's house. I will stand across the street.
Sounds like you're even trying to extort the courthouse there, Rodney.
Do live videos. I'm not going to hit him. I'm not going to touch him. However, if he does,
he just left out the part where he says that he's going to, well, off me, then off himself. Right here.
Shit's funny, Buck. I'm gonna tell you what. If I ever felt like I was gonna commit suicide,
I wish you motherfucking would.
you would be the first motherfucker I would take out.
Wow.
Before I would commit suicide.
And he wants
You heard that? 111, y'all. 111.
I don't carry weapons. You know, but hand-to-hand combat, he's gonna screw up. Because, see, they're terrorizing me, posting stuff, doxing me. And yeah.
In other videos, he says he's going to come and knock on my door, which, again, there's no trespassing signs posted in all the right spots according to Arizona law.
Back, did the same thing, but I'm sick and tired of it now, okay? I'm sick and tired of playing these games with these people because it's going too far. Not only...
See, I even admitted I was playing the same game you're playing, Aaron. But the difference is...
Well, no, the poor thing that he doesn't get is that he's a willing participant, and that when he left Arizona, he immediately went on panels starting to talk about my medical conditions, doxed my doctor's location, and threatened to talk to people and come to the town and hand out flyers and talk to neighbors and go to the restaurants I go to. That's called harassment, premeditated.
I don't terrorize people unless they come at me first.
So once he threatened to commit suicide, I blocked him, and I didn't want to have any more contact with him. Now, if I didn't think he was LARPing or live action role playing, I would have called Atlanta, and it's all in there. It's all part of the evidence.
That's the big difference. That's the big difference. I didn't want to do with you. I didn't want to have nothing to do with John Davis. And you got...
So instead of threatening to commit suicide, what you do is say, hey, I'm just parting ways. Fuck you, and then hung up.
I didn't want to do with you. I didn't want to have nothing to do with John Davis. And you got mad, and I told you to fuck off and leave me the fuck alone.
I got mad when he threatened to commit suicide after blowing up on the phone for 10 minutes on how he's going to dox this person and that person and this person. And not even a few minutes later, he was texting my phone saying how appreciative of he was for me, what I did for him, and then he led on, if anything happens to him, and I was like, nothing's gonna happen. I text him back, nothing's gonna happen, and he goes, no, that's not what I mean. That's when I called him. He answers. He flips out for 10 minutes all of a sudden at the end, saying he's going to commit suicide. I go, wait a minute. Hold on, stop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And he's like, no, fuck you. Hung up, and that was it.
Don't you ever call me again. And you got butt hurt because of that. You're not going to manipulate me like you manipulate a lot of other people. So you keep on, Aaron. I will make your life hell. You have not seen a demon yet until I confront you. You will see your whole fucking life change after that. So back off and leave me the fuck alone.
Am I a victim? There's victims that go back 10 years. I've talked to each one of these victims, females. Their husbands was doxxed. They were in a hospital. These people called their husbands up to harass them, doxing their children. And they laugh about it. Okay, I have CPTSD. They know that. They like to trigger me. I have a police report here in Atlanta.
He's still a willing participant, and he told people things like that so he can use as leverage to be able to do what he wants to do on his channel while silencing others that can challenge his bullshit stories.
I called the police to come out here.
Okay, see, I have a police report. I have a police report.
Just like that police report or that lawyer you said you were going to get, and then go file on me in Atlanta and take your lawyer to the court and so forth. Right? If he had any balls, he would have put that court number out there.
Tommy Fellows, thank you. You're next.
He's actually for court workers and law enforcement that see this later. He's actually talking about I think the United States top pred catcher at the moment. I mean, there's other people challenged for that, but he's actually doing a lot of work in Colorado, which seems to be a popular target by weirdos that are minor attracted persons. They're into bestiality. Also, JT Colfax has charges of abusing a corpse or maybe corpses. And all of a sudden, also his alibi doesn't line up, and his handwriting lines up with the JT Colfax handwriting lines up with the ransom note that's been left at John Benet Ramsey's house. Very interesting that if the DHS is involved with this, that they would use sickos and weirdos to try to paint even a veteran as a dissident and harasser and all this other shit.
But they didn't want to do nothing. What do I do? I need the court system. I need the Arizona court system because it's coming out of Arizona. It's not only coming out of Arizona, it's all other states too, because this is a group of people of 10, 12 people that terrorize.
Now, y'all listen to this. Scotty, Chisel, Mitch, listen.
Terrorizes people online, terrorizes them. They live on drugs.
He also used one name in there was Scotty. He used his platform to propagate a bullshit story that was involved with shaved down young boys and bestiality with the javelina fantasy. Pretty sick.
So did you want to talk to the Superior Court, or did you want to talk to Preston Justice Court?
Well, ma'am, I talked to some court from Preston, and they seem to not know how to help me. So I reckon Superior Court, because that's where, you get restraining orders, family children.
I'll get you over to the Superior Court.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry to go into all this detail.
It's okay. I understand.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh, Lamar, he's in the chat. Lamar, does he need a shoulder to cry on like you did a while back? You guys just need to, get a hold of your handler ladies there for a shoulder to cry on instead of wasting the court's time, resource, and energy. I mean, you got an older lady there that they're dumping a whole story on where all she's the switchboard. I've tried to tell people before, get to the right kiosk before you start chewing people out.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia, and I need to take a restraining order out on somebody in Arizona, Rimrock, Arizona. I know the person personally. I went out there a couple of years ago to paint this man's car for free, and I didn't want to, when I got back to Atlanta, I didn't want to hang out in their online group on YouTube. They go around terrorizing people, okay, and doxing children.
I haven't ever doxed any children, and not purposefully. It's interesting to bring that up when he's the one that perpetuated a child's dox.
Making false allegations. And I want it to stop. Now, I had called up some court in Arizona.
Like making websites. He just made a false allegation there that I make websites, and I've had this before when I've been threatened with court that people say that I do certain things that I haven't and can prove because I'm actually a busy person. I don't have time to troll like these people, and I've got more important things to do and not interested in like hacking and doing tracers like I've been accused of before. Now it's websites. It's always the next thing they try to come up with, but now that it's coming up to actually abusing the courts, they're already aware of you, Mr. Rodney Lamar Bowman, that you're a vexatious litigant.
A month ago, and all they said, send us the proof, send us a picture of your ID, front and back.
Yeah.
And they will help me to keep me from going out there, because if I go out there, I want my money back that I had to spend to go out there. Plus, I need to get the restraining order. Now, if I can't get the restraining order, I'm going to be forced to go to this man's house. And anything happens when I go to the man.
So the entities he's actually calling and talking to must be forcing him to need to go to people's houses. We've actually got great pattern of him needing to go to people's houses in the past. He is starting to claim that he's a journalist, but he actually has no articles written, no credentials, and for to even calling himself that. But hey, anybody in the United States that's militia age is actually supposed to be a journalist, and he's definitely out of the criteria of militia journalism.
Now, they dox innocent people.
So to do that, you can go online to fill out forms.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, y'all listen. Here comes the important information. How to take a restraining order out on people in Arizona.
He's definitely trading one drug for another. Like he's probably fiending for some weird white shit, Colombian disco shit, whatever he's into, for information. And it's what fiends do. I've been blogging about that recently, about the fiends, where they go from one drug, they get caught. Oh man, they get popped, right? Take it to jail. Make some type of a plea deal to troll guys like myself. But their drug now is not the white disco shit. It's information and cocks. Lots and lots of cocks.
Oh.
Can you please give me that where I can do that?
Yes. So it's going to be AZ point.
AZ point.
AZ court.
AZ court.
Yeah, and you too can also email the AZ courts if you want to this guy's name and that he's a vexatious litigant, So that way, if he does show up in the state of Arizona to abuse the courts of Arizona and waste time, money, and other things. Okay. All right. Thank you. We got the team coming through saying Mr. Vic went live. See, it's all about some little tennis match. Even Fellamon wanted to play. This guy right there in his sock account. Amazing. Yeah, we'll grab him. He's gonna play an AI song for a minute. He's not interested in actual Mandamus. Oh, wait a minute. We got too many people watching. That's why I had to go live all of a sudden. Right. Let's get through this.
Okay. .gov, okay. Okay, and this is the thing. Say, I'm gonna go back to the other victims that go back 10 years ago. There's a long trail of victims. There's probably like 20 victims.
Oh, 20. Wait a minute. Hold on.
And
a minute ago it was only 10 to 12. Now it's 20. Now that he's got somebody else on the phone. See how that works?
Follow through with restraining orders also.
That's all you need to know, Aaron.
Here we go.
It's coming down the pipeline. I hope you can catch it. What are you going to do, Aaron? You going to run from your house? That's fine.
Actually, what I do is I don't stop until I actually get served. I've said that before. Counterclaims are $1,000 an hour. And, I mean, don't waste the court's time. But he's going to go live. Here we go. See, he's got to go live. See, he's got to use my name to be able to propagate his stupid-ass AI songs in this channel so he can monetize and be a loser like people that need to monetize. And usually, here we'll go with this over here.
Because, honey bunny, when that restraining order's up, I'll just refile it. So I guess you're going to have to pick up and move. Or do something, or reconform your ways, and stop harassing people. Get a job. You sit at home all day doing nothing.
Operation Vigilant Eagle is actually designed to harass, in my opinion, and from what I've seen, is to harass veterans into homelessness, either suicide, maybe through the game 23, which still could be happening, and incentives to mess with a veteran, have him stroke out, something like that.
Do something constructive, bro. Stop this bullshit.
Preds usually need to try to control people, where I advocate for more creativity in videos.
Seriously.
Think about it. Think about your next line there,
dude.
We're
going to take you there, and it's not going to be good.
Also, he can play a stupid AI song, and then, people will watch. But they didn't really, I mean, why is he needing to go into such interesting detail that's totally fabricated and false? And that's why tonight we have a witness of who he wants to talk about, which I kind of know he's trying to get the backup cameraman doxxed. And but I think a quick word from our sponsors, real quick here.
Sheriffs find the white Charger with the drag D license plate. It's getting pulled over. Is that how that works? I accuse you of something on the interwebs, and now they're gonna find you. Jesus.
Yeah. Wow. Right. Just because you can accuse somebody on the interwebs of 12, 10, 20 victims.
For those of you that were around and watching it, and when somebody's making a mistake, just let them keep making it. Why would I go live and interrupt that, post anything, why would I say anything? Some fucking crackhead goes live on the internet and has a bunch of baseless allegations, and I should respond to that?
Well,
Are you high?
well, what he's actually, yeah, he probably is on something or fiending for something, Mr. Vic. Oh, his clout. That's why he had to go live really quick. Wow, amazing. Let's see what we got over here. See if he's done with this AI song yet. He's doxing some big women. I think he likes big women. No, he's still going. Thanks, by the way, for the background music.
Yeah, that was performance art, folks. Oh my.
So to fabricate such a story and to backup camera guy says he's in. He wanted to go through this. I told him he wanted to use his name. I told the backup camera guy. He talked about you. You want to respond? And he does. So we're going to play this, and when it comes down to that part where he wants to dox people that are actually anonymous, and we told him that backup cameraman wanted to stay anonymous, but again, in the state of Arizona, malicious doxing is illegal, 2502 HB. So with Vic wanting to say backup camera guy's name coming up here, he wants to respond.
I can show the judge. Everywhere Aaron goes, he's got my name in his mouth. He's so in love with me, he wants my dick deep up in his ass. He wants to taste my cum at the tip of my dick.
He should have told that to the people at the courthouse, it sounds like. Sounds like he needs some real help.
He wants to lick my ball sack.
That's actually, no, because I'm heterosexual and like women, and what he's talking about is totally fabricated lies to, once again, try to shut me up. I'm not the first veteran that they've tried to do this to shut up. That's why this looks like a great audit for the DHS.
How about we do that, Aaron? Everybody already knows you're fucking gay.
He's controlling, he's trying to control other people's thoughts and the way they think.
Can't get your fucking dick up.
Just for court record and all purposes necessary, that all of my equipment works just fine.
People on your side, Aaron, they know this.
He's trying to be controlling and telling people on the other side that they know this. This is him live.
A set of waiters. You know what waiters are? Those are
just
the big that, you know, they when the shit gets deep, you got to put your waiters on.
Wants to have a show
when the shit gets deep, honey.
But he's using the courts in a current situation instead of following current court cases and doing FOIAs. He's harassing everyone around him in multiple states.
And
oh yeah, by the way, we're a little worried about his roommate. We haven't heard anything from him for a while.
You're gonna need him. You're gonna actually need him.
Yep. And he's basically telling his audience that he's so full of shit, everybody's going to need hip waders. Let's go back over here.
And Aaron, wasn't it kind of funny when I found out? When I dug, and I found that divorce record. Baby, how'd you feel? You didn't want to talk about that. You didn't talk about your ex-wife too much.
No, I just didn't need to respond, and yeah, everything ended up just fine with that. It's interesting.
You'll find out why she left your ass. And I'm pretty damn sure you hit the lady or you threatened her.
Wow, right? Amazing. I wonder what basis he has that and qualifications he has to make that determination.
Because you just like none, you like control. You're a narcissistic motherfucker.
Yeah, I've been trolling state actors like this since the year 2000.
Pushing my buttons, bro. I'm going to start pushing buttons also. And it's not the buttons that you thinking of. And we're not talking about that little butthole butt. Not the little brown eye. We're not talking about that little butt.
Once again, I'm not the first veteran they've done this to, as far as trying to shut them up and possibly funded through Operation Vigilant Eagle.
I'm talking about that little red button, Brian. We're talking about the nuke. Because what you gonna make me do? You're gonna regret this shit for the rest of your motherfucking life. And every time you come out of your house, you're gonna be
all because I won't shut up and go away.
ashamed. Your neighbors are gonna know every motherfucking thing about you, Aaron. Don't think I won't tell them.
Neighbors are very well prepared and probably gonna laugh. Some guy come by and goes, your neighbor's trolling people on the internet, and people be like, how do we join in? It's good pastime, I guess, right? Trolling is one thing on the internet. It should be legal. They're trying to make it illegal with state actors like this.
Just like that little neighbor behind you. You know, the one that had the daughter that was on drugs.
So right here, we've got a witness to verify these things, that there was no contact with the neighbor's daughter that was hiding out in an RV for a little while until, well, they just moved into the state and were staying with mom in an RV until they found a house. And there was really no contact there besides, hey, neighbor, how are you? Hope everything's fine. And then this is where backup cameraman comes in, because this whole story is fabricated.
And her boyfriend was pimping her, and you kind of felt sorry for her.
This is all fabricated. This is where backup cameraman's going, how did he come up with this? But what it's called is pseudo fantasia, where they're really good liars. Now that's not comedy. To have a good fun show, he's trying to sell this, and what he'll do is say he's telling the truth when this is all fabricated.
Allow this crackhead to move into your house. Third day in, she's still your.
Once again, all fabricated. Right. All right. Here you go. Backup cameraman wants to jump in there. Go ahead. Jump in there.
Sorry, I gotta jump in. And it's all lies because he wanted to check on a cat, and then to see where this cat was going. And we talked to somebody, and we found the neighbor, because it was my neighbor, and I'm not gonna say her name or anything. And we went and introduced ourselves, and the next minute he was just like, "Oh, I was worried about the cat, this and that," and it was out here in the bad weather and stuff like that, and he talked, and then he turned the whole story from that, and he met somebody, a daughter coming and robbing and doing stupid stuff. When no.
Do you think that he wanted to build rapport with the neighbor that way? If he went to go talk to them, they would buy his bullshit stories?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's continue on, because backup cameraman's part's coming up here.
Fucking dope from you. She steals all your fucking power tools.
There's no dope. Okay, that's all fabricated. There's no dope. There's no drugs. All right. He's the one that's had a shady past with that shit. Not
to do work on the car. You can't find your saw. You can't find your drill. You can't find your sanding.
Once again, all fabricated. So when getting pattern on his stuttering, he's looking for the next bullshit line to come up with.
Sander, you gotta go buy that stuff. And then that's when you told me that girl that you let come in there, stay at your house, stole from you. See, Aaron,
he's full of
you
shit.
allowed that girl to come over there because you knew she could be manipulated.
He's got a lot of fantasy about predator and bestiality type shit with animals.
On drugs, all you have to do is give her a little bit of cocaine or heroin or whatever the fuck you use.
He's trying to gaslight up the courts that there might be drugs and they need to come in and raid.
I think
take devices to shut me up. They need me to shut up.
Heroin. Or, no, I take it back. It's meth, speed, ice.
So you can't make
it. Because
see, people know that are around me, that are my friends. They know that shit's not allowed around me. Not allowed on my property. Not that I'd want to associate with anybody that's doing that, but somebody that's in recovery and that's got years behind them and totally changed out their life, they need support. They need positive support.
Aaron talked, she never slept. Aaron went to sleep. This woman stole all of his drugs, stole all of his...
Actually, Rodney Lamar Bowman's the one that's up in the middle of the night with this guy named Duckbot that runs, and they're poking voodoo dolls together all night.
Tools, went back to the house behind her daddy's house, called up her boyfriend, and took off and sold all of his shit.
I mean,
Aaron don't want to talk about that.
There's nothing to talk about because it didn't happen. See, so that's how he convinces his audience that he's telling the truth.
Yes, he makes up a story that is totally, it never happened. Never.
Coming up.
He don't want to talk about that. You know the house I'm talking about, Aaron, the one behind the Choma.
This is to try to convince, we'll go back. This is to try to convince people that he's telling the truth when it's a total fabricated lie. I did a registry search before I moved into this neighborhood to make sure there was no rapos or sickos in the neighborhood. There isn't. So this is all lies right here.
See, Aaron don't want to talk about that. He don't want to talk about that. You know the house I'm talking about, Aaron, the one behind the Chomo, next door neighbor Chomo, you know, the one with the Down syndrome, you know, Josh's brother or cousin, whoever. Yeah. The one behind there, Aaron. You know who I'm talking about.
Again, malicious doxing in Arizona is illegal. HB 2502.
The one behind Josh's house. The one that I made you go over there and talk to him to find out who that Siamese cat belonged to.
Yeah.
You pretended like you liked that cat, but you didn't like it.
He actually wanted to try to keep that cat. That's why he was poking around when I tried to tell him it had a home. They're just moving right now. And they had a whole cat condo to stay in, a whole freaking RV while the transition was happening. And the cat would come over here and just hang out with us because it was just that cool.
You didn't understand that when neighbors look out for neighbors,
Right.
we look out for our animals as well too. So it doesn't matter where the cat lives; it all has a home where it goes.
Yeah, it's a little bit different from what he's used to in Cabbage Town.
That cat. You don't know the first fucking thing about cats. I've seen how
Actually, I've had many cats, and I like cats. He's once again fabricating bullshit, especially trying to push that I might be abusive towards animals. And also, Sugar Shine tried to say that too.
interacted with the cat. You're afraid of cats. Everybody, he's got dogs. He doesn't pet his fucking dog. They look at him. He'll
Actually, my dogs are very well taken care of and spoiled, and even backup cameraman's dogs are pretty well taken care of.
Live like kings. Kings.
Yeah, 2 hot meals cooked a day.
All day. Washed. Free water. Everything. They're
say,
good.
"Go on, go lay down somewhere." You don't have time for him, but yet he has animals. Animals are like people sometimes. They want affection.
See,
Yeah, but
he
certain
goes
way-
into some weird animal fantasy, which correlates now more pattern of way he portrayed Javelina and some bestiality maneuvers. Even while he was on the ground here, he kept on asking what it would take to take out a Javelina. And I go, well, I mean, you got to have a license and you got to cook it because you don't just waste it. And the thing is, he wasn't interested in cooking the Javelina. There was some type of ulterior motive he wasn't really letting out, not to go, and that's not comedy. Okay, there's something seriously sick with animal portrayal and bestiality, and it's not good. This isn't good.
that they seek out affection. Okay? Aaron doesn't see it. They're just a fucking animal. He acts like he cares, but this motherfucker don't care about nobody but himself and getting his fucking jollies off, fucking with people. He don't like females. And I can prove this motherfucker don't like females because all these victims are females. I've talked to all of them, Aaron. Don't think I haven't. I've talked to them.
So there's apparent victims out there of Mr. Cox because they can go on the internet and say, oh, Cox did this and Cox did that. And so they make videos and put my name in the titles, which I've tried to say it's all a character, and don't put my name in the titles because they're trying to make precedent and trolling illegal. Let's put it that way. Especially they're pissed off when you troll state actors or a politician or a dirty cop and then they end up quitting or something.
Not on Instagram, not on YouTube, but on my cell phone. Now, you want to run with lies and shit. Fine, run with your motherfucking lies. You keep telling them lies, bro. Don't think I won't show up. I will show up unexpectedly.
Well, just to let you know, again, the trespassing signs are posted. Mr. Cox is very busy, a very busy person, especially around gardening season. And you can film all you want. You can't trespass the camera, but just don't get pissed off when, you get what I got planned for you back.
Motherfucker, when I show up, I bet you I can walk right past you and you won't know who the fuck I am.
Did you want to something about he talked about with your cousin?
Yeah.
Here, you got to get closer.
Yeah. No. Everything that he says is a bunch of bullshit, and if people that want to follow him, you know what I mean, and listen to what he has to say, you're following the wrong path. You know what I mean? Like, it's just he's not all there. He goes in and figures people out and turns definitely everything around wrong on them, and all the people are trying to do is help him out and be there for him, not and send him on his way, help him, on the right path. And he totally fucked that up. And it wasn't just here; he did it in Vegas, And he's wrong. He's a wrong person.
Well, and the thing is that what they leave out is intent, and so. Me wanting to help somebody out, like recently, backup cameraman helped me put in a starter in somebody's car, and I needed some gravel moved and some other things to where we should be able to work like that, and even Vic himself said that he wanted to work his way to the West, and he's willing to work for it. But yet he's crying about saying that he painted my car for free, which it wasn't free.
No, I sat there and helped him out. You know what I mean? I helped him out. I sat there all night, and we taped stuff. We did, and he's turning around like he had no work. He didn't have nothing that he could do. There was work 24/7. There was always work. There was always something to do. And he turns around like he sat around and did nothing. And no, it's a bunch of bullshit. He lies, and he's wrong for what he did, and he'll do it to the next person, guarantee it.
Well, he's already doing that, been doing that, and with the locksmith, what we wanted to go into is going to Buckeye, Arizona. Backup cameraman here says that he heard him talk about wanting to go to Buckeye.
Yeah, and he did.
Okay, get in here.
He talked about Buckeye, and when he talked about Buckeye, he wanted to go dock somebody and go check out their, I guess, so-called headquarters and everything like that.
Business,
yeah. And when he did that, he wanted to do this view on everything. So I don't. Yeah.
Did you ever hear him talk about how he wanted to walk in his footsteps?
Yes.
So what is that when he says something like that? What does that say to you?
That's wrong. That's
kind of just warlock.
Yeah, warlock. Yeah.
Type weird shit.
Yeah. It's very creepy.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a LARP video, but Locksmith did, help Predward and Nick Cook do expose video on me where it's all bullshit, just like Vic. And Locksmith participated in that. So that's why I was like, we've got to go down there and pick up a part anyway.
Right.
It's not too far out of the way. I'll film it for you, and I'll give you some suggestions. And that's where he stood next to the dumpster. And
Yeah.
Don't think I can't change my look, because I can.
So he's even willing to go incognito to portray here. He wants the costume.
You might be at the grocery store and you bent down to get a can of beans off the bottom shelf, and I'll come up behind you and slap you on your ass like I used to do at your house when you bend over. We play grab ass. I might grab your ass and see how you react. And then say, "Oh, honey bunny, I thought you loved me."
Okay, guys, I needed a break. Kurt and Anya, holy.
When I got your ass cornered in a grocery store,
Oh, what?
and I take a can of them peas and I pop you upside your fucking head with it. What
Right.
you gonna do?
It went a long ways from wanting to walk in the footsteps and do a LARP video for Locksmith to now bashing people in the head with cans of peas in the grocery store.
I might not do it, or somebody might do it. People like you have went to prison for trolling people.
What?
There's people online that's been trolled so much, they went out and killed a person.
We know.
There's people that's been trolled so much, they end up committing suicide. And you think that shit's funny, bub? I'll tell you what.
I think he thinks it's funny to try to use something like that as leverage to what? Because he's done it to multiple people, and when you do it to a veteran, it could be the next veteran that is a target of theirs. Just like S&S Productions, long time ago veteran that I did a video on where I showed a year's decline of people trying to troll him, and then all of a sudden he passes away. But again, a willing participant, but all he wanted to do, S&S Productions, I think Patrick Sneed maybe is his name. All he wanted to do is tell his battle stories.
If I ever felt like I was going to commit
I wish
suicide,
you motherfucking would.
you would be the first motherfucker I would take out
Wow.
before I would commit suicide.
You heard that? 111, y'all. 111.
So there's the threat of, again, after he's already threatened to commit suicide. Last clip to go through here.
This works. Go.
He fell in love with Gomez, and Gomez denied him, and now look, he's trying to embarrass Gomez.
He didn't portray any, homosexual activity around at me at all. Around me at all. None. He talked about his ex-girlfriend that died of HIV. That he loved so much. How much he loves women. And he might even be in love with Be Kind. Oh, and then all of a sudden, Jen A was his main squeeze. That wanted to help him get a lawyer against Scummerin, but all of a sudden didn't for an appeal. Interesting enough. Now Jen A goes around screaming that she's going to do a class action lawsuit. Again, the threat of court. Always the threat of court. But I don't stop documenting until I get served, or else I would be shut down a long time ago and just stop. People, the Preds out there that need to control people and the way they publish, or
with JD.
Do a drama LARP show on the internet, trying to keep it on the internet, but documenting the people that want to take it off the internet mainly. Show up
Gomez is with Shay. Shay doxes Locksmith. Savvy's over there, and Nanya's with Gomez.
He's got it all figured out.
Gomez knows about that website because Gomez is making websites too.
I don't make websites. I don't have the time.
So yeah, I'm gonna dox all of y'all motherfuckers. Every single
okay, nigga.
Everything that I have on you.
See, he did. That's what he was saying before he threatened to commit suicide. I'm gonna dox all these MFers, and then I'm gonna do it, right? And just like he said, there's your pattern. He said he's gonna take me out, then himself out.
I'm sorry to butt in. It sounds like somebody that goes to Walmart and drops the pickle jar to be like, I'm suing you because I fell on the pickles. Is that what
Right.
is that just
no, we call them internet ambulance chasers. They always got a cast or a neck brace in the trunk.
I like literally just picked that vibe up. Sorry for interrupting. Sorry.
I'm gonna dox you.
That's the backup camera woman.
Instead of calling people's names out like Nanya or Gomez, I'm gonna call you Angel Don Epley.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you by your full fucking name. Aaron Victor Cox.
Why are you creeping on us on this night?
Yeah, why is he creeping?
Oh,
well, we're
not
not
gonna call you by your given name.
See, it's to try to cover me up. He'll get
I'll put out everything I can find about you. But see, y'all want to play this game too.
No, he won't. He
Folks, you know, he plays this game that, oh, I won't teach, you should be like me, and blah, blah, blah. That's all bullshit.
We've heard that blah, blah, blah before. That doesn't stand, the blah, blah, blah doesn't stand in court there.
There's a
you're in there for
words. Actually, they're filler words. When you don't have anything to say and you're trying to prove a point, you throw in filler words. That's called a filler word.
The drama. And all you motherfuckers, and some of you, I've only mentioned you a little bit. You like that drama. By
You
God,
like the
you're
drama.
Gonna get fucking drama. Okay? You're gonna go over there to Nanya and be really nice to Nanya. And Nanya gives you a wrench 2 nights ago. You know who I'm talking about, motherfucker.
Runsky, I love you.
You are on a high plate. I got your ex-wife's name.
Who? Mine?
Don't think I ain't gonna make
Lauren.
it.
Threaten somebody's ex-wife.
He's fiending for information. It's a
Right.
trade-off from,
Right.
and also,
Look, now I got your family by the balls because I'm mad at you because you guys won't. Like, oh, poor Bubby. He needs to suck it.
Mute. Don't
All
listen.
these calls gonna be made. Nobody's safe.
My
on that
ex-wife's
side.
being called. Damn it.
You want to go placate with that bullshit? You're a target. You just made yourself a target because you are propagating the bullshit.
Heart it again. It's a filler word. You have to say.
And when I build my walls, I don't tear them down. And I build them high and I build them wide. That's why I block people, because I don't got the time for the bullshit. And then y'all want to make fun of me? Okay, fuck you then.
No, it just sounds like procrastination. I'm gonna make
I can't see Laura's comments.
Don't think that because I blocked you, I don't see what you're saying.
Because I blocked you, don't think I can't
have
see.
45 alts.
You use it or
It's
lose it.
57 earlier.
he's saying he's got 45 alts.
I use every
That's more than my 3 squads.
single one of these alts. Because see,
Okay,
when
Rumsky.
I make these calls,
I get it.
when I put out my secret,
Your big papa.
I'll send this secret to this person here
Oh
with
my
this
God.
alt, and they're the only one with that alt. Then I'll send
He's
this other
messing with people half his age.
one over here,
He
the
is
same thing, but with a different alt.
fucking 190.
And they got little blips,
70s.
little spots in between. When I say spots, I'm saying, you know, you have a sentence and then you have a little blip sound.
See,
So I know, okay, that video I gave to this one here.
What?
he's talking about a video watermark, and that's what his main goal is to try to build himself a channel off of somebody's name, like mine and other people's.
Channel.
Different spot here, that's for this alt here. So when you get these,
Hold on. He's got a whole pyramid scheme of alts, y'all.
Yes,
Holy
baby,
fucking
yes.
shit. Oh my God. Is this real?
Here's his live. Let's see if he's still. Yeah, we're 25 minutes back. Let's see. He wants to play his AI music and
this
have
on
a
here,
show.
Nanya, this is dedicated to you.
I hope it's me.
Who did he say?
Oh, this song here, Nanya,
Nanya.
this is dedicated to you.
So he wants to play DJ for sure, but using the chords like
Listen to
that.
the words real closely now, Nanya.
The way he said it,
Oh yeah, and that's he's in the. I mean, it's got to be bestiality, animals, and that's pretty much yeah. Well, her county's waiting.
He's gonna do a real fine job on it.
You see how he used his phone sex voice for Nanya? Like, wow, he was yelling at everybody else, and he's like, "This is for you, Nanya." And he's like playing some sexy ass music.
It's all AI music. He's promoting his own AI bullshit music. Well, yeah, but when he's spreading bullshit to try to get the police involved and the courts, that's vexatious litigation. It's crazy shit, man.
And it's about me. I wish a motherfucker would try me.
Definitely displays
I bet a
predator
lot
type
of y'all
behavior.
know this song here.
For sure.
And this is dedicated to you too also, Nanya.
Talks about.
Well, maybe he's trying to project out and cover up. Maybe he did something to his roommate.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
See,
for sure.
backup cameraman agrees. There's something maybe there with his roommate because he wouldn't be able to go ballistic like this with his roommate around.
Yeah, I'm gonna be traveling down that road, Nanya. I'm flirting with that disaster.
It's
Yes,
sick.
baby doll. Vic, a.k.a. Rodney.
Rodney.
Capital R-O-D-N-E-Y. Will be coming to Hot Springs, Arkansas very soon.
Oh, it sounds like he found some funding. Or
But
did
Vic
you
is
know?
gonna go-
Did you know, backup camera guy, that he actually goes into the experimentation facilities and they pay him a couple grand to be experimented on?
No.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Yep. Yeah. So he's either saying, I think that might be a cover for him still with Sam Clinton being funded to go to these places and play fighting with Sam Clinton, where he says, "Oh, I'll go do a couple of experiments on myself and get paid $4 grand, and I'm on the road. I'm coming." So for me, okay, if I was that desperate for money, I would use that money on a fishing trip, not fucking with people on the internet going to their towns to try to double up or triple up on a lawsuit of suing somebody, and then he says he's going to take my home, take your home or your vehicle. We've heard that before. They think they can just you win a court case and you got to knock on the door. Okay, you got to move out. Vic owns this house now. I don't think it really works like that.
By the courthouse. And also, Vic is going to be talking to a lieutenant.
Good. Oh, that's good.
The courthouse
royal
is
treatment.
taking a restraining order out on him. And the lieutenant is, I'm passing him some valuable information about you. Criminal information.
Whoa.
They need to know.
Criminal. These on the interwebs.
Sheriffs find the white Charger with the direct D license plate. It's getting pulled over.
Yeah, they're going to want to know.
Is that how that works?
I accuse you of something on the interwebs, and now they're going to find you.
Jesus, dude.
I wonder what they're going to do.
got his threats and then his AI songs that are supposedly subliminal. So we're gonna go through this till he book burns it.
And do the right thing. And come together.
And come together.
To do the right thing. And stop.
See, it's very predatorial, needing people to stop.
Yeah.
Or state actor bullshit.
Quagmire. That Rich Mitchman, or whatever the fuck his name is, Nanya, Scotty, Skittles, Gomez, list goes on and on. Going around terrorizing people, bullying people.
Well, what's interesting, again, he says Scotty's name, which he used Scotty's platform to perpetuate his bestiality fantasy under the moon with Javelina. And it just goes to show you that he just uses people for their platform. So now he's fighting with Scotty, or it's a good play fight.
Laws on that. Believe me, there's laws. And when you push people too far and you say things, go kill yourself, and they do. And they leave a note saying that I was bullied by this person. Oh,
right. I've heard that before with Malibu. And what's interesting is he's the one that's been telling people and threatening people with suicide after going through a tirade. And when I tried to stop him, go, hey, whoa, 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 he says, fuck you, and hangs up. And is that some type of leverage? We've seen this before.
And over and over. Here's my witnesses. They can prove that. They're going to come after you. They're going to charge you with murder.
See, and Malibu says that also. So that's the same script that's been used before.
Important to know who you're fucking with sometimes. It's going to stop. You're going to lose your channel, Anya.
See, it's about the channel going away, that people that are presenting evidence of their nasty actions in the past and building basically a pattern on these actions of needing to go to people's homes.
If you think I'm joking, you just wait. You just watch. And we all will see.
See again with the subliminal music.
Way down my wonder.
It doesn't have that good A-balance AI sound. He's got it nailed.
It's fine. I understand. Start getting better. Yes, time to say goodbye to all that drama.
Yeah, if he would pick a new subject, but he's already targeted many people after getting called out on his bullshit. So when they respond, all of a sudden he becomes the victim.
When I get you in court, Nanya, that's when it's all gonna start getting better. When all the drama's out of community, maybe friendships can be patched. Sure, we're not going to forget things. That's fine. I understand that. But I believe everybody deserves a second chance. Most everybody, not child molesters, no. But everybody else, they deserve a second chance.
He apologized to his buddy Predward that was caught with child pornography on his devices. It's also friends with JT Colfax. At one time was the main suspect, John Benet Ramsey. Definitely lit a fire at the Ramsey's house. Alibi doesn't line up, and handwriting matches the ransom note. Handwriting analysis. Oh man. Oh geez.
Try to give you a second chance. You don't want it. The courts will see that. I try to reach out to you. The phone call that I made to Arizona, I told them that I was doing the same thing back to Aaron that he was doing to me. That I was guilty also.
No, I wouldn't threaten suicide to try to walk away from a group that you infiltrated. Tried to, anyways. He tried.
But if you look at my account or my accounts, all of my accounts, all 57 of my accounts, that I have not nearly put out 1/10 of what Aaron has put out. It's a little bit excessive. The court's going to see that, Aaron.
Oh, well, she's leaving out again that I'm an award-winning filmmaker and broadcaster. Oh my gosh, and I like making videos. Holy shit.
They're going to see that.
The fuck, man?
Sheriff, find the white Charger with the direct D license plate. It's getting pulled over.
Is that how that works? I accused you of something on the interwebs, and now they're gonna find you.
Truth. I'll be talking about it.
Sick.
And we're going to learn. And you'll see the truth in this next video. You'll see the truth in this next video.
See, he lies and then he says he's telling the truth. You know, he sounds like.
I'm going to give you in this video 5 tips for handling a narcissist. Let's send this.
He's definitely not the first one to use that. I'm going to play some narcissist videos and show them just how narcissist they are. When he's the one, yeah, that's funny shit.
Tips on how to handle a narcissist. A lot of people's doing the right thing already.
I mean, he could have not doxed my doctor's location, talked about my medical conditions immediately when he gets back and with Predward and Gen A, and you guys just wanted to egg it on. Seems like they wanted to have this duel on the internet of tennis, and it turns into, it's Gotchis, I'm suing you, your house is gone, I'm taking the hot tub.
Some of y'all don't know, and y'all are falling into the trap that Nanya is setting for you.
Right.
So please listen.
Nanya's good bait for predators, by the way.
To these tips.
Age first. What are you dealing with here? You're dealing with a person who's not.
Sounds like the rodent.
No, you can't ban me. You stupid idiot. All you can do is silence me in someone's text. Don't you realize that we've already got all these back doors open? Okay, that the only thing you're seeing is what's on the internet, stupid? You don't think I talk to Eric every other day? I do. Okay, he's going to know about it. We're going to deal with it. And these people are really together behind the scenes, off the air. It's been keeping me busy. You haven't noticed my phone ringing constantly? Me getting constant texts? All of a sudden, I'm going somewhere completely different for a good reason. I'm sorry, I can't read the damn thing.
Jesus, he's got snot pouring from his nose. He's hacking, coughing, horking. Like, I mean, it's so disgusting. So disgusting. Hopefully nobody's wearing earbuds in that sense. But he just had this huge blob of boogie hanging from his nose. I'd be so embarrassed.
That's Rodney. He likes to walk around with boogers in his nose too. They have a lot of similarities in pattern on how predatory they are on the street. Just this rodent RSO figured out a little bit better. In this scene, he's got a cat riding on his shoulder to attract in attention on the streets to himself.
Never come prepared. Why don't you grab a Kleenex?
Sure. Want to pay me? My hours for dealing with bullshit and lies, $1,000 a minute. Bullshit and lies. You want me to start propagating bullshit and lies? Still going to cost you $1,000 a minute. I'm a highly paid actor.
$1,000 a minute. It's going to cost you $1,000 a minute.
I bet you Rodney's working his way up to that. It's probably better than that chicken head lot lizard position he had at his local truck stop.
Could you imagine walking around? Did you just take a big snort of like methamphetamine or something? This guy is off his rocker. It is serious.
If you're going to pay me to act, I'm highly paid.
Yeah. You must visit those glory holes and truck stops too. He is missing teeth. Some truckers like that. I'm not a trucker.
See, I could be a very highly paid grifter too. I could be a good con man. Why? Because I know the cons. I've worked them as a kid.
Listen to him. See, he's admitting he's a con man. He's a grifter. I've worked those. I've worked them.
Doesn't he sound like Vic?
This guy is off his rocker.
Not on the registry
It
yet.
is serious.
If you're going to pay me to act, I'm highly paid. See, I could be a very highly paid grifter too. I could be a good con man. Why? Because I know the cons. I've worked them as a kid.
Listen to him. See, he's admitting he's a con man. He's a grifter. I've worked those. I've worked them as a kid. All of them.
You've not done all that. Okay, I know how these wire cons work and all these bait and switch and peg and poke and all that other shit. And you guys are nothing more than employees of a con. You're not the fucking masterminds of this con. We've been after the mastermind. And I wouldn't say Merv is a mastermind because he's already demonstrated he ain't. So, but we are going to get Merv's computer. I've got full financing for the lawsuit. I don't have to file an informal.
Sounds like some state actor shit now, don't it?
Yeah. Or Paris or anything like that.
RSO,
we definitely got
RSO for hire there, DHS.
This one handled. And then the other thing is I haven't seen any work Merv has done, but you've seen my work. You've seen my work. You've seen my work right there in front of you on the internet. But you didn't see the plaintiffs, did you? You've seen a couple of suggested defendants, but you didn't see the plaintiffs. Oh no, just my name. Or how many times this lawsuit's going to be duplicated in separate lawsuits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
talking lawsuits too, right?
I could actually charge
like
people
that. Oh my gosh.
the amount and wind up walking away if I was dishonest. Probably $1,500, $2,500.
I just know how to find them, huh?
If I was dishonest.
I told him.
Not.
I told you, dirty bastards. Well, the FBI got tossed recently, I guess, but back in 2016, I was saying, you know, if you guys are paid to watch me on Saturday afternoon in my hot tub doing characters, you're paid to do that. Quit your job, turn in your dirty boss. You're going to get tossed anyway. And look what happened. Guess it's DHS's turn now.
We got this paperwork filled out. And I'll show you.
Is this DHS? Is this one of your guys here?
The key criteria to file. And I'm going to make these forms so you can actually pick this up and fill it in as blanks, the same way that you can do that with the pro se notice. It'll be specifically drawn out.
That's just into some people. Oh, I got a pro se form. You got to get. That way you get your email.
We okay? All right.
Incredible, huh? The snot bomb. And then, you know, my response again. Guess we'll go
For
through
those
it
of you
again.
that were around and watching it, and you know, when somebody's making a mistake, just let them keep making it. Why would I go live and interrupt that, post anything, why would I say anything? Some fucking crackhead goes live on the internet and has a bunch of baseless allegations, and I should respond to that? Are you high? Yeah, that was performance art, folks.
They admit to it.
Oh my.
It's like some Illuminati type shit where they admit to it.
Yeah.